Each and every one of you, we've said, is intuitive and psychic. And so feel your ability to feel and sense truth. When you feel into that belief, that thought form, that struggle is what makes me worthy, does that feel like a human fabrication, or does that feel like something coming from your soul? You are worthy because you exist. You are born worthy, you are born deserving. You are worthy because you exist as this one-of-a-kind emanation of divine intelligence. We see each and every one of you as works of art.
If we operate on this false belief that it's the struggle that makes us worthy, what then, if it's not struggle, what does make us worthy? How can we replace that disempowering belief for one that can empower us?
So first of all, each and every one of you, we've said, is intuitive and psychic, right? And so feel that truth and feel your ability to feel and sense in a clairsentient way. You can feel truth. And we ask you to do that because we're going to ask you a question and we're going to ask you to feel for the answer. So when you feel into that belief, that thought form, that struggle is what makes me worthy, does that feel like a human fabrication, or does that feel like something coming from your soul?
It feels like a contraction. Like I have to work hard to be able to do this and feel this, but it doesn't seem like that would be something from the soul.
Right, and so you've made it a very important point that anytime you are connected with something that is false or not true, that your physical body, which is a psychic instrument, will respond with a contraction. And anytime you are connected or exposed to something that is aligned with source energy, your body will feel a sort of expansive sensation. And so first notice that. And then to answer your question on worthiness, you are worthy because you exist. You are worthy because you exist. You are born worthy, you are born deserving. You are worthy because you exist as this one-of-a-kind emanation of divine intelligence. We see each and every one of you as works of art. The diversity that you each emanate, the beauty that you emanate, right? So there's this worthiness simply because you exist. It's not that you have to go do something to make you worthy. And so we're so happy and excited to be discussing this because this reflects much of the work we're doing with you at this time in terms of revealing and releasing all of the false thought forms that hold you in that contracted state. So in your reality, you're programmed to believe that in order to be worthy, you need to achieve. You need to work hard. You need to struggle. And so in this moment, feel into that. Does that actually feel true, or does that cause a contraction? We feel those are good examples of false thought forms. And when we say false, what we mean is thought forms or energies that are not in alignment with source energy. And so feel into this truth that I am worthy because I exist as a divine creation. And there's nothing that I need to achieve or accomplish in order to prove that worthiness. Now, that doesn't mean that in this playground that is physical reality, that I won't do things, take action, quote unquote, achieve. It's just that those achievements will have nothing to do with my feelings of worth as a being. They're independent from that. And so when I begin my day with the knowingness that I'm a worthy being, I'm a work of art, can you sense what great, quote-unquote, achievements unfoldments would take place from that being your starting point. But many of you have it backwards. You feel unworthy, and you've been programmed to believe that you have to, quote unquote, do something or accomplish something in order to prove that worthiness. And so that is where the struggle is. We wish for you to see and sense yourself now as more of an emanation of energy, a broadcast of your soul self. And so, yes, there will be action. There will be unfoldments. You will do things. You will move toward things. You will even accomplish things. We just don't use the word accomplish very often because of what that means within your mental construct. We'd like you to see and sense and feel life as more of a playground and celebration, and see and sense and feel yourself as more of an emanation of source energy. And when you do so, it starts to raise the ceiling on what it is that you will accomplish, because there are no limitations, right? If you're coming at it from the sense of, I need to prove my worthiness, and this is what I think I need to do to prove my worthiness, much of which, again, you have taken on as a result of what others have told you, then you create a sort of ceiling in terms of what you will do and what you will accomplish in this lifetime. But if you think of yourself as more of an emanation, then you open yourself up to working with source energy in a way that may surprise and delight you.